What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I know you're probably sitting here enjoying the Friday night live stream or maybe even the Saturday UK friendly live stream, but I just want to take a few seconds to talk about our merch. That's right, the Frost and Fist got some merch, guys. We got a lot of really cool things that we think you might enjoy, like for example this t-shirt that I'm wearing. You'll see the Wolf Brother wear it on occasion as well. Not only that, we even have coffee mugs. Come on, you don't think a nice cup of Joe tastes heavenly coming from this bad boy? I submit that it does not. We got a bunch of other things out there as well. You can get really nice t-shirts, tank tops. That's right, guys. You can go around flexing your hobby muscles in front of the ladies. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong that way. You can even get socks. You can even get that cool banner like the one we got, like that one. That's right, that one.
Oh no. What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos. Welcome to the chat tonight, guys. Guys, we are 100% professional YouTubers. Oh my goodness. No sound. Oh there. All right. Can y'all hear us now, God? Oh man. Guys, welcome to the show tonight. Gosh, I had no idea.
There we go. What's going on? Hey, we're live.
Okay. They said they heard me.
I know, but they didn't hear me, so I said we're live.
Oh my goodness.
We're live.
What is up, beautiful people? Again, here we are. Guys,
he's getting pissed. He's getting pretty pissed right now.
Unprofessional YouTubers on the planet. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the show.
You want to see Mythos get pissed? This is the way to do it. Sorry, brother.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't expect this to happen.
I know.
I'm sorry.
How do we not expect it to happen? I mean, if the streams that go smoothly, those are the exceptions.
Those are miracles. We call those miracles.
Oh goodness, third time is the charm. Yes, it is. Putting the F's in professional. You right. Oh my goodness! But we got a ton of awesome people here tonight.
We do.
We've got, going from the top, we got the Commodore from High Orbit.
Who?
We've got Hobby Corner Kev tonight. Good to see you, my brother. He was totally not here and is sleeping in bed, where his wife expects him to be. By the way, Mrs. Hobby Corner came on and did a bat rep with him earlier this week. That was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This fly-by-night operation. You right? Ashley says she's doing good. Good to see you. Over from Gamers with Coffee, by the way, if anybody doesn't know them. Pulling an all-nighter to finish a product, then edit a video for it. Oh my goodness. That is commitment,
you're
my
hardcore,
brother.
Kev. Hardcore.
That is. I remember a time that I had a commission and a friend of mine was going to a tournament. And I stayed up all Friday night to finish the product. Drove to the tournament to drop off the last units of his army for his tournament. So working to the wire. I understand. What's the current music called? Hell's Waiting Room? I think it is something like that. Oh my goodness. Sound issues. Lupus in the chat. Russ. We got our brother Oni from Oni Studios. Got to hang out with him this week and play some 7 Days to Die. And
It was a lot of fun. So much fun.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And got the button smashed. Thank you, peeps. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Lupus, and everybody who hit the smash button or is here with us on this professional of live streams.
Absolutely. I mean, only the top, highest quality rated.
Oh my goodness.
6 Sigma worthy.
Oh goodness. He's doing an all-nighter and got to work in the morning. Oh man.
Brother, cheers. Drink to you.
Yeah, be careful on the way driving in, man. And the way back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So we've got some cool stuff to talk about with some of the orc stuff. We got some great art of the week to show. We got some birthday announcements in the house. And of course, we've got just all kinds of awesome stuff. But we are going to start off as typical with some hobby progress. So Freak, what's going on in your hobby life? What you got for a poke chop? And of course, I'd also like to know down in the comments below what y'all got for a poke chop.
Yeah, man. Well, finally got a Smash Captain started for one of our Patreons, so I got that on the printer. Got that moving along. And as for hobbying, man, I have been again. So we've been pretty much me and my job. We've been down a guy or whatever, and we just hired someone, but they won't start until next week. So, oh my goodness! So all this past week is just pretty much just putting out fires and covering additional sites that we don't normally cover. So, aside from that, I've been able to enjoy coming home and relaxing to some 7 Days to Die, which is a very, very fun game. We've seen some of the Let's Plays from Running Bear, and I finally convinced Wolf Brother Mythos to actually sit down a spell and play some 7 Days to Die. I think Mikey likes it. I don't know. I mean, it was a fun game. It was very enjoyable. Had all the elements that I like about a survival game. And I like the camaraderie and the fact that you get to work together to live, you know. So, but we had some funny moments. We had some pretty pretty hysterical moments. So yeah, like I explained the last time that Oni, Brother Oni, almost died laughing. A very similar instance happened, you know, but this time it wasn't me. This time it was like, you know, Lily, his lovely wife, was ahead of me, and I was behind her, and I wasn't sure. Well, Mythos had said, "Hey, I'm gonna hang back. I gotta get some of this stuff," and and so all of a sudden she says, "Whoa, they're dogs. There's dogs here." I said, "Ooh, no, those are not dogs." And the thing is, I noticed that they were not charging after us. I'm like, okay, they're hunting something else. Let's just go, just ignore, keep moving. And as we were walking, I was in here, oh God, oh, they're coming after me.
Oh yeah, he stopped mid-sentence because he started to say it a second time. He said, "They're not after. Don't worry, they're not after us. They're hunting." And there was a crunch and a death character screaming animation, and there was this guy. I was like, I finished the sentence for him. He said, "They're hunting me. They're hunting me." This guy.
So Ethan's got close and personal with the wolves, and this time I didn't say those are wolves, right? Those wolves. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We even got Brother Oni to jump on and hang out with us. It was a lot of fun, you know. So we are just hours away from the actual blood moon. If those of you who have actually followed the game, we're right there at the cusp. So we want to wait until you know, we all can get back on together and really experience at least for Mythos and his lovely Lily, that they can experience that fun time. a little stressful, but it'd be great to check it out.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool for sure. Big shout out to Running Bear, who hasn't been feeling well lately, because he's the one who got us started on the 7 Days to Die stuff. So big shout out. We got Gamers Coffee in the house. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, my brother. Good to see you, Greg.
Hi.
There's a wolf in the house. I'll help you kill it.
That's so true. See, okay, what I love Mythos is that, I mean, you need help, he will stand right up, rip that shirt right off, expose the S on his chest, and I'm like, I'll come to your rescue. Like, oh, Mythos, you're amazing. Thank you for Mythos.
Oh my God! How many times has my last words been, 1v1 me, and then it does. Come at me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes, it did.
And not just in this game, in lots of games. I've asked the Shark and Raph to 1v1 me. I've asked the Ghosts and Phasmophobia to 1v1 me. Usually when they do, it doesn't work out for me. Oh, man. We've got Gamers with Coffee's Ashley says, I finished all of my Poxwalkers. Now, she already had Poxwalkers from Dark Imperium, I believe, and she picked up the starter battle box set from or the new starter box that they came out with for Death Guard, which also had like 30 Poxwalkers in it. So she got a ton of zombies ready for the battlefield.
Very nice.
So, yep, Oni avenged me. Oni got the revenge for me. We've got brother Lars. Hey guys, not home yet. So in and out. Man, you know what? We should have had him on. He would have been a great guy to talk about these Primaris style orcs that they're coming out. No fear box. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, that's been us. As far as video games this week. Who's calling me?
Hello?
Sorry, Mom. I'm in the little live show. Hit me up in the comments section, Mom.
1v1 me, Mom.
Oh, my goodness.
Famous last words.
Hey, brother, take over the chat. She's calling back to back.
Go ahead.
I want to make sure nothing's wrong.
Go ahead. You got it. All right, that's where we going now. Oni said that turned around. He died. I didn't know what to do. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, all. Get me with Gary. Hey, man. Good morning. As she says, had 10 and combat patrol box had 30. Very nice. Lars is hard to say what they're going to do, what they're going to be. Guess. So anyway, so what are you guys hobbying on tonight? What are y'all working on tonight? I've got a Smash Captain. I'm printing out right now, and as soon as that sucker's done, I gotta send that out. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of backlog that I gotta get working on. I just freaking break. As soon as I can get that, I gotta start pushing for more plastic. Anyway. So what is going on, guys? No fear gamers with coffee house home. Yeah, see, so the coffee house so the coffee house deal, yeah, we're still trying to implement that, but we have to do it very carefully. You understand, because many men have died and perished in coffee houses. Yeah. Saying could be very dangerous. So we have to proceed with caution. We have to do it very carefully. Many don't understand why there's a very shiny silver pole in the middle of the coffee house. I don't know. that out. Oh, hey, Mythos, hi.
I mean, we got to get tips somehow.
Yeah, you know. And everyone knows that is everyone's favorite game.
Hard to say what they're going to be. You can guess. I think I already said hello to Wargaming with Gary, but
Yeah.
good evening, Gary, or good morning where you are. Sorry. Starting with my next Blood Bowl team. Awesome. You know, I've tried a game of Blood Bowl. I couldn't get into it personally, but you know, definitely I like seeing other people's Blood Bowl models.
Speaking of, he sent that for
our Art of the Week.
Art of the Week. Yeah, I need to move that.
I'll take care of that.
Okay.
So before I do though, I'll get into my poke choppy goodness. I felt like I haven't done much hobby this week, but I didn't through the week, but I've cranked out a ton of stuff this weekend. So those 5, let me switch over my screen so I can see what I'm showing y'all. My 5 Wolfguard veterans are finally done with, you know, power lightning claw effects.
Very
with
nice.
Thruster effects airbrushed in.
Very nice.
There you go. And yeah, got them all based up and ready to go. So I really like the way these came out. And I love, which is why I started doing this about 2-3 years ago with my Space Wolves. I love the way Calgar Sky blue stands out against the black. That is my official Space Wolves armor scheme for my army. So I got 5 of those guys done. Got them all magnetized up for my new magnetized carrying case system, courtesy of an IDICBeer tutorial. Definitely check out IDICBeer's channel if you want to know how to magnetize your army. I also finished up a War Boss on bike. You guys have probably seen this floating around the socials. There is the fiery spitting blade that Freak painted up for me. And man, on camera, this bloom effect came out so much brighter on camera than it does in real life. But yeah, I love the vibrant green with the black motorcycle though, and I love the Punisher kind of symbol on the chest.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I got that done, ready to rock him in a wah. Speaking of orcs, I did make sure I was looking at my Ludas this week, and you know, I've seen in a couple of battle reports how good the Spanner Boy is, being able to re-roll how many shots you're getting with Ludas. And so I took one of my orc boys, stuck a custom Mega Blaster shoulder cannon style on him, with a little bit of converting. You know, used a couple of spare bits in my bits box, plus a paper clip to kind of make a fake handle here for you know, the shoulder mounted cannon, and did a little filing and fitting the custom Mega Blaster cannon onto the shoulder there, so it looks like a shoulder rig. And then this is, I'm particularly proud of. This is like a little plastic clamp, or it's a little peg that goes into a bracket, like you used to hold, you know, to install like little drawers and shelves and stuff like that. One of those brackets. And I sanded the little peg down and like smoothed off the sides, and it came out looking kind of like a wrench for a spanner. So
Nice.
I figured a Spanner Boy needed a spanner, right? And I think it makes a pretty convincing looking wrench. So I'm pretty pleased. A Spanner Boy is kind of like just a good little buffing kind of character for the Ludas, because like I said, you know, with Ludas you get to roll how many shots you get with these heavy weapons guys, and by having one of those in my army, you know, they'll be able to re-roll that. So if I roll, you know, oh, they get 1 shot this round, I can re-roll it and hopefully get, you know, 3 shots this round or something.
Right.
So that'll be fun. And my little Patreon dude here, I got the sheet. Oh my goodness. I worked so hard on the blending, and you can see the blending in real life, but when I put it up to the camera, it just looks like a yellow shield. Guys, I swear there's a color transition there. It doesn't show, but I swear there's a color transition there. And then, of course, I painted it separately and then mounted it on the arm there. And it's not going to show very well, I don't think, but I did do some airbrush highlights on some of the raised areas, you know, the top of the boots, the knees.
The corner is like, sure.
You can see there's a little bit of a gradient on the blue back towards there. So I did some highlights with the airbrush. And next step is to go in and fill in all the blocking the colors for the golds and the furs and stuff like that in the face. But yeah, that's coming along pretty well. Oh my goodness. I swear I'm going to have to, I don't know how to capture this. I would play with the settings on my phone or whatever, but I really wish I could show you guys. There is a transition there. I swear it's not showing up. That's a shame. It just looks yellow on camera. It's there in real life. I swear. But yeah, that's really it. Like I said, I finished up a lot of projects that I'd been chipping away at. Well, not a lot of projects, but 6 models that I've been chipping away at. But like as soon as Monday came around, I just stopped hobbying for the rest of the week. I just didn't get anything done. So I'm hoping to make more hobby progress this week. I don't know. I was just not feeling the motivation this particular week once Monday rolled around. But I'm feeling the urge to hobby now. So hopefully I'll pick back up this weekend and keep that going into next week.
Very nice.
All right. So let's see. Catch up with the chat. Actually, Freak, while I look for Oni's stuff, do you want to catch up with the chat?
Sure. You're leaving me again, huh? All right, then. Let's do it.
I'm not leaving. I'm just getting Oni's stuff.
He's been trying to ditch me for a while. All right, let's see here. I just need a fancy base. Where are we here? Hobby Corner Kit. I got my Flesh Eater Court Arc Regent close to finished on the show earlier.
Oh yeah, that's looking real
base.
Good too.
Yeah. Commodore says a little game with the coffee. Oh, you gets Roxy Derivator. Oh,
Roxy,
hey, how are you? Commodore says sounds like the Mythos girlfriend from Canada. I don't know. Don't say it too loud. X-Gear Commander, hello all and happy freaking Friday. Happy Friday to you, buddy.
Freaking Friday.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's not a lot.
All right.
But we got a lot of good submissions, man. Stoked. I'm excited about what we're going to burn our brushes on tonight. So.
Next thing, of course, we got a couple of birthdays in the chat.
Oh, my God.
So, first of all, big shout out to... Sorry. Big shout out to my lovely Lily, who just had a birthday this past weekend, and we all went out.
Yep.
We had some sushi together.
Oh, so good. Yum, yum.
One of my favorite things is, we as things are kind of, becoming less restrictive. We all finally got to hang out around my place, had a little gathering of some close friends, and it was just good to hang out with people, So that was pretty awesome. Have some of our best friends over, just chilling and hanging out. So big shout out to my lovely Lily. Got it. And also, we've got another birthday that is today.
What?
This
today?
Freaking day.
Today.
Right here.
No way. Anybody we know?
Oh, yeah. Big happy birthday to Wooflo Makes.
Hey, don't we have something for him? Ethan?
We do. We got him a birthday card.
Happy birthday, Meeks.
Who, by the way, his legend is becoming well known. Over on Big Mac Dan Skull's chat, he popped up in the chat, and Big Mech immediately greeted him with a Meeks Meeks clap them cheeks.
See the cool thing? Yeah, it's not a real birthday card, Meeks, but you can just take a picture with it, and then you can bring it with you to bed and just kind of watch it over and over.
We can get it blown up.
Yeah, we can do that. We definitely
can
do that.
Blown up to poster size, and we can get it taped up on your ceiling, so we can be the last thing you see when you go to bed at night.
Absolutely. By the way, this is exactly what we look like in our heads. We really do look exactly like this when we're just strutting our stuff, getting down like Charlie Brown. Yeah, and we actually kind of look like this, coming out of the taco bar, because that cake actually it's really more of a it looks like nachos, and then we just come out all full of refried beans and stuff. So hey, it's Taco Tuesday, so you got to do what you got to do. So
also I was on the Chilling Networks or Chilling Wargamers channel this week. They have an amazing weekly live stream. Go check them out. Down in the comments below, we usually have all of our Chilling Network brothers, and you can check out Chilling Network or the Chilling Wargamers. And during their live stream, Meeks popped in and he just said, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And they greeted him in the chat too, but also brother Rich Smith in the chat said, "Mythos, in Freak's honor, isn't there usually a greeting that precedes Meeks into any chat?" And so we had to give him the big Meeks clap them cheeks. Nachos are life. You right? You right.
All right. Definitely. Nachos and Chippendales. That's
oh man. One day we proposed to our bosses that we replace the traditional mud wrestling with me and Freak in nacho cheese wrestling around in our Chippendales get up.
I don't understand. Yeah, that didn't work well. As a matter of fact, they kept making these noises. They sound like hawk. Oh, I don't know. I can't replicate it. I thought it was a great idea, and so we went out. We left the office, and we were high-fiving each other and said, "Oh, let's try that again. You got to be careful not to pulling each other too hard, because it's really slippery. The cheese gets everywhere and it gets all over the people."
I'm just imagining this as you're describing it. People in the front row just smacked in the face with hot liquid cheese. Oh my god. Oh. But what would happen to the used cheese? Have you ever seen the movie Waiting?
You may waste not, want not. There's a lot of hungry people out there.
It's the Batwing.
It's good cheese.
Oh, nonstop wargaming on this channel.
Nonstop professionalism.
And then, of course, also, so what's the birthday procedure at the hobby shop? They get cake on us.
Yes.
Literally.
All over us.
Yes. But also, another Wargamer birthday. Big shout out to Big D at the Gamecraft Dragon.
He's got a big
birthday
D.
Is apparently tomorrow. Another happy birthday.
Yes, Splash Zone. Watch for nacho cheese, baby.
And then coming up soon is my brother Daz's birthday.
Daz, oi.
Oi.
That's an amazing fella right there.
Which we will be revisiting soon. Great reason to get those punches out.
Yes. So, yes, raincoats, ponchos, whichever, Yeah, a lot of upset people.
I'm just imagining a stripper stage.
Just full of cheese everywhere on the floor. And we just pick it up and throw it at each other like it was snow, making snow angels and stuff. What are you doing? People
arranged in a semicircle around this stage and just getting splashed by hot, gooey.
What was I thought was the coolest thing, but the boss did not like it. And he's not even. He hates when I call him boss, but. He's like, I'm not your boss. You're my boss. Come on. Was when you were like, you got at the far end and then I got at the other end and I ran and I slid all the way on my belly, like a slip and slide on the cheese. Yeah, but I kept going and hit that lady in the front row. That didn't work.
Oh, and then when we did the helicopter thing,
yes,
man, it was just like a big shaggy dog shaking their wet coat. Anyways, back to work. I did it. I broke free.
I've got a dog. I can see that. Just
oh my goodness.
Oh my god. No, definitely no flash photography. I don't know. We could probably get arrested. That is just disgusting. I thought it was fun. So yes.
So anyway,
yes. Back to our
back to the hobby. I step away for a bit and I walk into spinning dogs. Not quite.
No, Steve. Imagine doing, seeing Mythos and I do the helicopter on a stage full of nacho cheese with, every now and then some refried beans, but because that's part of the nacho bar.
Oh my goodness.
They wouldn't give it to us. They wouldn't let us have, so we have to take the nacho bar and bring it to us. So, but yeah, it worked out. It worked out. People were kind of disgusted a little bit with the refried beans. It's refried beans. Get over yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used the stage as a slip and slide to the nacho.
All right. So anyway, we are actually going to get back onto the hobby. Getting back to the hobby, we're going to talk about our first news article tonight, and we're going to talk about some potentially Primaris Orks.
Yeah, that kind of raised an eyebrow. How though? How?
All right, back to the hobby. Patron, this isn't it.
It's funny, Commodore. That's not the first time we've heard that. They're usually at the show.
Yeah, don't worry. The Chippendales management will take care of all of that.
Yes. I can hear John screaming right now. No, we don't support. You don't even work here. I'm like, come on, John, let it happen.
I really feel like he takes that joke too seriously.
I really do. I'm laughing. Come on, John. Come on, this is fun.
Especially after we've already run away from the bouncers 2 or 3 times.
They can't catch us.
A little overboard with the joke.
Well, they can't catch us. They try to grab you, but they slip right off because of the cheese, and you're like, ha. Yeah, fun. That was fun. Oh my god, I'm gonna need therapy after that.
Oh goodness.
All right.
Anyways,
so
we're gonna check out this article that came out this week from the Warhammer community page. But when we look at this face value, we're gonna look at a cool model. And I'm really excited for it. We'll talk a little bit about the article itself and what it means, but I really want to extrapolate what this could potentially result in the future.
Did you send me the article, Mythos?
Just now.
Oh.
Primaris Orks means new models and updates. I'm all for Primaris, and that all I want is Primaris guardsmen and guardswomen models. Hey, absolutely. The Guard Force is definitely one of the models that needs a refresh on the range. And if they get the Primaris treatment and you don't get the exact same Imperial Guard, but you're getting something that's very similar, right? I mean, at least it would be new Imperial Guard models. So I'm all about it. Taco Bell logo, Live Moss, whole new meaning.
Is that the one you sent in the regular chat?
Send it to yours. Oh, where did I send that? That could be a problem.
Oh crap! Okay, I think it went to the Frost and Fist Chaos chat.
Oh, okay.
I think I found it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I totally did. That's my bad. Professional.
Oh, I hear the dingage.
Hashtag hobby store run. We will work out the day. Commodore, grab tea baggins and don't say anything to Ashley.
That's when bad things happen.
Live no fear.
Oh, no. Cancel. There we go. There we go.
Hey, I just realized Markiplier just started streaming. We are streaming in direct competition to one of the biggest streamers or biggest YouTubers in history.
How about them apples? That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll, side by side to Markiplier, man. Oh, he's gonna destroy.
A cool kit they should make is a Commissar and Lord upgrades spree is long needed. I agree, man. I'd love to see something like that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if Greg's going to be able to run to the hobby store with us. Apparently, he'll be tied to the bed.
Is that a good thing?
Baby. You want to put on your best orc voice, my brother, for this?
Sure. What do we when we read the
since this is our main article, I guess we can go through the whole thing.
Yeah. We'll say. Now I've been hearing that some of you boys, have been getting your teeth kicked in by them big beast snaggergrits. Boy, I don't care how much of a laugh that is. I want to know what makes them boys so tough. Get the Umis back on the case. They figured out this squigog stuff in this regular feature last time, right? What's a regular feature anyway? Zog it. You lads make me order.
Perfect.
Man, I'm not perfect. My tongue hurts, but
I mean, it's all for the greater good.
That's for the greater good.
It's all for the greater wag.
Wag.
Or as our brother Spud likes to say, it's all for the waha.
See, that's cheery. That's a cheery wag, you know.
We going into waha. All right, so
that's a cool looking freaking orc.
Yeah, so we looked at these beast snaggers a little while ago, but they were riding big old squigs, right?
Yes.
But now here they are. These are called Snagga Boys. Okay, same thing. BOYZ, just like the boys we got in our orc army now.
Right.
Standard troop. Now, what can we extrapolate from this? First of all, called boys. So they're, again, burner boys are an elite choice, and they might be an elite, but you know, people have been asking for your standard orc boys re-release for a long time. So they've got a fancy looking chopper, they got a pistol. I'm thinking these guys are going to be a troop choice, a slightly better troop choice, because it says, you were just reading it, that they're going to be tougher, right?
Right.
And I think the article says that they're not quite as durable as a knob, but they can swing their choppers just as hard. So what that says to me, they're not as durable. What makes a knob durable? They've got that 2 wounds. Okay. So them having extra wounds means these guys are probably not going to have the extra wound. So they'll probably be, I'm thinking, one wound, just like an orc boy. But it says that they'll hit just as hard as a knob. Now, knobs come in at strength 5, where most boys are strength 4. I'm thinking these guys will probably naturally be strength 5. And I'm hoping that fancy looking chopper he's carrying. Right. I mean, I might be asking for too much here, but what if that's got some AP on it? If it were even AP 1,
even
I'm
one
sold.
is sufficient. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's always been my problem. I mean, you've seen some of our fights. I'm like, all right, brother, I'm throwing 60 orc attacks at you. And you're like, all right, I take I take 2 damage. God dang it.
Yeah.
What makes your knob more durable? Good circulation.
Oh my
God. Oh my God. That was well timed, my brother. Also, before I'm just sitting here spatting off about stats. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how badass of an orc model this is?
It is really, really, really amazing. I like
it.
And
I like the standard orc boys, but man, this is almost like character worthy right here as far as like the sculpt to me. Like I think it would be awesome to have a bunch of these guys. So
I'm curious to see what the variants would look like. These look really great.
And he's well muscled, good proportions on him. The head looks, bigger than a regular orc. And, one thing some people joke about is that a regular orc boy, the old school orc boy, has his butt kind of sticking out. Some people refer to it jokingly as, the orc twerking butt, right? Because the way he's posed is usually he's kind of squatting down a little bit in his pose and sticking his ass out. In fact, some of the other companies like RTLW, their orcs don't have a big ass. And some people will even go as far as to sculpt extra ass onto the orc because they're like, hey, it's not an orc unless he's got a big ass. He looks too human without that big ass. So some people really like that aesthetic. Well, this guy, you'll notice he's not hunched over. He looks like he's standing pretty straight up. I mean, with his armor on, his shoulders still kind of hunch up a little, kind of naturally, but he still doesn't look like he's stooped over, right? So he's got a better posture, a better physique than a standard orc boy. I just think it's like a brilliant sculpt. And I love the reptile, dinosaur or dragon kind of looking hide around his shoulders, and stuff like that. And the metal plate, it all looks awesome.
Very nice.
There's scars sculpted into the body too. That's another thing I think is cool. We saw with kind of the Necrons how some of the new Necron sculpts, they come with battle damage chipped in, right, as an option. Well, this guy, you've got scars right there in the model.
Right,
so that's
right.
So. Oh,
hey, I just see an amount. So I saw a little notification that Running Bear is. I don't know if he's live. No, it looks like he's just airing the. Okay, and this was just a few seconds. So yeah, so Running Bear, if you're hearing us, man, or man, I hope you're well, man. Hope you're doing good, and man, we're thinking about you, bro.
I love this comment here from Teabaggins. So if GW is getting rid of the squat butt for the orcs, does that mean they're saving all the squatting to the squats?
I see what you did there.
I am sure there would be a million people happy and also pissed off if they brought back squats. Everybody who got upset and got rid of their old squat armies when they got rid of their line before.
Yeah, you'll hear, son of a...
But why didn't I hold on to those? This is GW's fault. So, yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to see a relaunch of squats.
I really kind of wish they would have done a comparison kind of to show the scale,
Yeah, how he looks sitting next to one of the classic orcs.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be pretty freaking cool. So, let me see. Traditional right.
So while they work well with snake bites, they can be used with any clan. And I know some people were wondering about that before because, in the trailer, the orc that's speaking is in the middle of talking about all using the trucks and all the shiny new DACA and stuff like that. And the Snaga is like, you what, we don't need none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And, talks about, the old ways. And so these guys work very well with the snake bites lore wise, because they do, like the old ways, and they don't like, the vehicles and stuff like that. But G-Dub says to look at these guys not as extremists like the snake bites. Don't think of them as anti-technology but pro squig, right?
Right.
If they can do things with a simpler method, they will. But like when we looked at the dude riding the big squig, they're not opposed to, say, slapping a rocket on the end of their spear. They'll use some technology.
Right.
So we'll be able to use these guys in any clan culture, and these guys definitely going straight in my goths. Also, Freak, don't you think that skin tone that they've got on these new guys, don't you think it looks a little bit like my skin tone?
Yeah, it really does. That bright, the bright,
that really
green.
bright,
Yep. Yeah, it really does. I mean, I really like this. I can really see this in your own theme. So
yeah, definitely. Let's go down, and that when we look at the next thing, I'll start to talk about why I'm starting to think kind of the quote unquote Primaris treatment.
Okay, let's see. What do you said something else or?
Oh no, down in that same article.
Oh, okay, right.
So all right, so while other greenskins might not see them as might see them as a bit weird, no one's going to turn down some extra bodies in a fight, and it can be a good laugh seeing the Beast Naga boys trying to harpoon giant tanks. So I'm thinking,
wow,
there might be an option in here for actually being able to deal some damage to a vehicle. Now, this could be a couple of things, right? It might just be that, with your regular orc boys, you can stick a knob in there and you can stick a power claw on them, and they've got some anti-vehicle stuff. But I'm thinking, that it might be a little more targeted than that. What if there's a special particular anti-vehicle weapon in there? Like, hey, one guy in this can take maybe one of those rocket lances, right? So that would be cool.
Yeah, either that or they would have to actually drop the melee weapon to at least -2 AP or something to kind of really give him that beefness, something.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or if it turns out this is an elite choice like Burna Boys or something like that, or Tank Busters, maybe it'll be something like, maybe you can upgrade all of them if they're an elite choice. Mm-hmm. So it'll be cool to kind of see. If they weren't tough enough already, there are plentiful injuries that can come in a career of any squig wrangler in squig wrangling, meaning frequent trips to the dock. And by necessity, Beast Stagga docks are some of the most creative around. So what that says to me is that we already have they're a regular doctor for the orcs, right? The pain boy. Right. But this is specifically a Beast Snagga dock. Okay, so that means this new line now we're seeing they've got boys, Beast Snagga boys. They've got the beast, the Beast Snaggas that ride the squigs, right? And now we're seeing Beast Snaggas on that's a doctor. So that's at least 3 new units, all with this new Beast Snagga kind of keyword. Right. Now let's think about that. So we've got your regular orc boys, but now we also have orc Beast Snagga boys. Okay, that's, to me, is kind of like saying I've got a Space Marine, but I've also got this Primaris Marine. Okay, Primaris also got new bikes. They had Space Marine bikes, but they've also got new Space Marine Primaris Outrider bikes. Okay, well, these guys, they've got orc bikes, but they're also going to get these Beast Snagga riders that are going to be a cavalry instead. And now they've already got a doc, but they're also getting this new Beast Snagga doctor. So right. To me, it's the same kind of the way Primaris everything is like, we're going to release some awesome new models. This is not going to be interchangeable with your existing Space Marines, but you can add it to. It's similar, but different. And to me, it's that same kind of vibe. With these guys, they're a lot like the orc units that are already there, but different. So that's got that same similar, that but different Primaris feel that I think is going to be, hey, you guys can keep holding on to your old orcs if you want to, but hey, all this shiny new supported stuff is going to be for this beast snag stuff. That's what it feels like.
Right on.
So,
Running Bear. Hey, we're just talking about you, man.
About you, man. Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, we saw your notification on your 7 Days to Die. Like, oh, it looks like he might be okay. He's still kicking. You go, man.
I hope you are feeling better, my brother.
Absolutely.
You got Freak into 7 Days to Die, and Freak got me into 7 Days to Die this week.
Oh man, it was so much fun, man.
You are being an influence on this channel, my brother.
Yes, you are. Good and bad, or whatever. But yeah, no, I really like it. So honestly, I'm curious to see how this is going to play out, man. This might be something huge, and not only that, give the survivability that poor orcs need ever since everything got primarisized. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true, because the older style orcs put up, I think, a great fight against your standard Marines. They were pretty comparable.
Yep.
In fact, I don't know if you remember, but when we were first being introduced in how to play 40K and stuff like that, the beginner armories that the stores seemed to keep around here were Space Marine versus orcs, because they just felt like they were pretty ideal setup for each other. But with the new primarisizing of everything, I mean, don't get me wrong, orcs are winning tournaments right now, to some degree. Maybe not at the very top, but they're doing pretty well in tournaments.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that they're getting their butt kicked. However, it's cool to see the same kind of hardiness and love for the models and stuff like that going in the same direction at the Space Marine.
Okay, so typically I would be like, oh, hey, come on, what are y'all doing? Trying to give love. No, actually, it's cool because it gives a challenge, to your Space Marines, and it's like, hey, we've got a tougher, we got a much tougher enemy here, and it's like, guys, this thing these guys just came out of nowhere. We got to go and find out what's going on. Could you imagine? Here, these Primaris Marines are like discovering this new breed of orcs that are just, they look similar, but they're beefier, they're hardier. They're like, what the hell? Where did these come from? And then now a whole war breaks out. Dude, that can be pretty cool. Again, you can come up with some really cool narrative stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really, really hyped for this. And I'm definitely, at first I said, I've got about 40 boys now. I don't think I really want any more boys, but I got to get at least, one squad of these newer style orc boys when they come out.
Right, for sure.
They just look so damn cool.
Very cool. Very neat, man.
So pretty hyped about that. This next thing I want to talk about, I think we can go to Facecam for, because I don't have a particular article on it. But some news came out this week, and one of my favorite news sources is Auspex Tactics, and of course, Twisted Dice. Some of my favorite channels to watch when the news comes out. Hobby news, of course. And there was a major tournament that took place recently. I feel like we were just talking about this on a live stream not long ago, but the subject of cheating came up again, where a well-known, highly respected, top-of-the-line player was caught on camera, because, a lot of these events and stuff right now, one of the popular things to do is to stream the top tables of these tournaments. And got caught cheating, hiding dice rolls, throwing dice behind buildings, and changing it before presenting it to the
officials.
Person. Yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh.
I feel like, we were just talking about this, and it's come up again already, and it seems like it's happening more frequently than it used to. That, and it's crazy to me.
I'll be right back.
Sure. And it's crazy to me because so much of the meta that GW designs nowadays is about, the competitive aspect of it, the upper tiers, upper echelons of the game. The game kind of caters to the competitive aspect now. And so, I mean, hopefully these are the few, right? Cheaters are the exception, not the rule, but I mean, if people at the very top tiers of the game is where GW is getting their information from, and they're making changes and tweaks to the game based on information from these high-ranking people. And if it turns out that one or more of them is cheating, that's skewing the data that could be feeding into Games Workshop, and they're making changes based on, it's kind of like a foundation of our hobby, right? Changes get made to the game based around these high-level players. And I've always kind of felt like that's been my frustration with competitive play in general, not just in Warhammer, but before even I started playing Warhammer, when I used to play trading card games. It's like Magic the Gathering or Duel Monsters with Yu-Gi-Oh. The game caters to the higher tier players, and of course, having when you're a casual like me at the bottom, and you're like, why can't I use this card or this unit anymore? And it's like, oh, because some of the higher end players found ways to break it. That's frustrating. It's like, why do we need to change our game because somebody who's miles outside of my league is abusing something or breaking the game with it? And anyways, I feel like that's what goes on with GW rulings is they take that data from these top tier players, and again, if someone's cheating at the top, we could be changing the entire tweaks to the game, the state of the game, with false data. It's not happening more. People aren't cheating more. Just people are being caught on camera more now that those top tables are under focus.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, the transparency is definitely a factor. I think you're absolutely right.
It's sad though, because those are the ones that ruin it for the rest of it. But again, we're not exposed to those, to those type of circles. So, or to the to the tournament circle. So we don't probably see it as often as they might have them there. But we have seen our share of it, and it again, it's kind of one of those. The hell, what did it just do? It brings a lot of question, like how rampant is it getting? How competitive do you have to be where you actually have to cheat on supposedly a fun game of Warhammer?
That sounds like a brilliant idea, T-Baggins. Have you guys ever thought about doing a stream covering the news and stuff while playing Dawn of War or Deathwing? Oh, that actually is kind of cool. Oh man, I really like Deathwing too, but man, I get my ass handed to me in that game. Oh man, Deathwing is pretty cool. It's when it's a mistake, it's one thing, but blatant cheating has to be punished hard. Yeah. When money gets into the game, this happens. Also, cheating has always been there, just ignored by most until now. I think that's a great point. There's definitely times when we're playing that someone, and I'm not saying unintentionally, this happens all the time. I think sometimes people are more likely to remember things in their favor, especially if they've worked it up in their head, like, oh, this could be cool if this went together, like this, and I could do this and this, and then you call them out on a rule, and I assume that most of the time people could genuinely be, oh, my bad, I thought I remember the rule being such and such. But then some people and freak, we've seen this at the store before, right? Some people, you're positive, are doing it on purpose. Like, are you sure this person has a 2-up field no pain? Yeah. Very much, yeah. Like, it's so confident, like, yeah, of course. And it's like, can we see that?
Yeah, we call the rules guys. Hey, can you say, like, come on, are we gonna play or not? Are we gonna play? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's always the frustrating. You want to stop and look at the rule book, like, can we finish the game? Jeez, man, we're never going to finish the game before the store closes if you keep this up. You're like, oh no, sure. I didn't bring my codex tonight, but that's the way it is in the book. I remember. And I don't know if you remember, Freak, but we actually had one person at our local group that would roll a ton of dice at the same time, usually over or off, because sometimes often at the stores, we've got more people than are just playing.
Right.
Some of our friends would be crowding around the table and stuff like that because
A
we're all
lot of
just hanging
eyes.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all hanging out. It's a social event. Anyways, this one person would be away from everyone else. He'd always take a corner of the table that nobody else would be at.
Yep.
He'd roll real quick and then scoop it up and announce his number of successes before anyone could see his dice. And it was always like a ridiculous amount too. Like if he rolled 12 dice, he'd always be like, and that was 11 successes.
Right.
12 successes. Like, it's always a really high number.
Yeah.
It's like, I just rolled lucky. Okay, well, I get extra damages on 6s. So it'll do a D3 mortal wound. So, yep, and that was 9 6s. So,
never seen it.
Yeah, you just scoop it and then tell you how many critical successes you got. And that's that's a lot of 6s. So.
Right.
What do you mean by a lot? Yeah, no, it was 9.
9,000. What? You don't even have that many?
So we just made a blanket rule in our gaming group that everybody rolls in the middle of the table, and that everybody has to have at least one person verify their rolls before they pick up any dice.
I like
and then Freak and I very politely, because we saw a couple of YouTubers, and when we did Dice Theory,
right,
a couple of people responded to that, and they mentioned some good practices that we started using in our own gaming, like when you roll your dice, remove only the fails, so that your opponent can see your successes.
Right.
You know, and I think that is really polite and a great way to play the game.
It's still. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you're going to make mistakes, but as long as you're transparent, you're like, oh, dude, I totally screwed this up. I'll re-roll the whole thing, you know. And there are times that Mita was like, that's okay, just you're good, man. Just take these out, and you're fine, you know. And it's just my dumb old self, you know. I just, oh crap, did I roll this dice or that dice? And I legit, like, I don't remember. Where am I? How did I get here? What the hell? What are you doing in my living room? This is in your living room, Freak. Oh. So, you know.
What are you doing in my living room? Freak, we're in the garage. What are you talking about? No, and you know, with us, I know there's no ill intent, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times if there's something like that, like I can't remember,
right?
You know, often we'll just say, okay, well, go with it, or, you know,
Re-rolls,
you can re-roll it, or hey, if it was a couple of steps back, hey, do you want to take that back? Where are my pets?
That's pretty much it.
If you're quick to scoop, then I ain't playing with you. Yeah, and that's why we made the blanket rule. And of course, we did that so that way the person wouldn't feel called out. And we were talking about it beforehand, and I'm usually like more the one that likes to cater to people's feelings and stuff like that, you know. And you know, so I'm like, Freak, what if he gets offended, even if we say, well, this is for everybody? And he's like, well, I mean, if he's gonna get pissed about it, he doesn't need to play with us. Anyways, we're talking about it before, and we're like, what if he gets offended, yada yada. And the dude acted like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, yeah, we definitely need a rule like that. Like, does he not know we're talking about him? Like, and then
just want to throw a book. You're the one. You're the problem here. Yeah.
And then, of course, if you scoop too quickly, like, hey, man, don't forget the new blanket rule for it. Like, everyone's sort of like, oh, yeah. Probably because some people were like, you know, being all shady and stuff, you know, slowing the game down for the rest of us, you know?
Right.
He really doesn't know that we're talking about him. Like,
Daz!
I usually only play with dice that are in the dice tray count. Usually the house rule where I've played.
That's about right.
And that's not why Freak and I started using a dice tray recently, just because they seem cool. But once we started doing that, though, it does make it like you don't even have to pressure people into playing on tables. Like, this is where the dice go. Like, right here. There's a big sign.
Yeah, yeah. Do it here. Ooh, okay.
So as well versed in the player's handbook for D&D as I am, I've always had it handy because there are a lot of rules to remember. When someone comes to me without a codex or core rules, they have become super sus.
Oh,
you right. Although, I am usually that guy in D&D who can't remember his own stats and stuff like that. It's like, But you know, I'm not like ever trying to cheat. I'm always just like
You're
trying to
legit.
scramble through my pages of.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who takes 5 minutes. All right, go ahead and roll. Why are you going back into your backpack? Your character sheet's in front of you. I think I had a note somewhere.
Yes, that would be me.
Will there be a hobby hangout? Not this week, my brother. There will not be a hobby hangout tonight. I've got some family business to handle super early in the morning, and so I will not be able to set up a hobby hangout tonight. But yeah, if you guys want to get together and have a hobby hangout on your own, you know, that's more power to you.
Hey, Mithas,
I just will not be able.
Could you do me a favor? Could you put that in the Frost and Fist calendar? Because I wanna see, maybe I can jump in on a couple of those. I can't do all of them, but I definitely want to be able to jump in and hang out.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Awesome. So I'll put them for right after the show is typically when we do them.
Right.
But then also you'll probably see some that will just pop up randomly. Like sometimes when Beaks and I are hanging out on a Sunday, it's like, hey, you want to invite anybody to one of these hobby hangouts?
Yeah.
And so that's why we'll get some of the random ones.
Right. That's so cool.
So
that'll work.
I generally have a personal book for character notes depending on my character I'm playing in D&D. Awesome. When some is cheating a lot, I will get grumpy with them, and once the game is over, I will tell the TO I will never play that person again. Hey, I'm not playing with them no more. That's smart.
You can't be grumpy. You're running bear.
Yeah, Grumpy's a completely different guy.
Totally different guy, man. Come on. And you can't be like this. You can't be grumpy, because then Mythos will start talking like a vampire. Grumpy guy gaming. Blah, blah. No, I'm like, God.
Oh, man. He said he's going to maybe do one of his monthly hobby updates, maybe do one whole episode in
the vampire.
Yeah, the Count Chocula voice for me.
Transylvania.
I think it's pretty good.
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Guys, I want you guys to go to one of Grumpy's videos and just tell me, I want you to tell me how spot on I am when you go to Grumpy's videos. When I say, welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming. Today we're going to do a review.
No, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. You go, welcome to Grumpy Guy.
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Sometimes you eat the bear, sometimes the bear eats you.
Ooh, don't want to get eaten by the bear. Nope.
Is he running from a bear?
Right? Running bear. Well, he'll be running from that bear. That cheater is running from a bear.
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming. Today we're checking out Marvel Crisis Protocol. I think I got it. I feel like he should have done a vampire thing for a Bloodborne game he did recently. Oh yeah, that would have been awesome. Also, today I started a new run on Bloodborne, and I came this close. Oh my god, you couldn't actually not even this close. You couldn't see the health anymore. So I tried to do the thing. There's a werewolf that kills you early in the game, and I tried to take him down with just my bare fists because it's before you get your starting weapon, and so you almost always die. But I could not see the health anymore of this werewolf. I jumped him. I was like, I've gotten pretty good at fighting these werewolf guys. I'm gonna try it. I got down. I literally could not see any health tonight. And then I got overconfident because I couldn't see his health anymore, and I ran out of stamina. And I was thinking about that as I was fighting him back when he had like just a third of health. I kept reminding myself, I'm like, Mythos, this is a Soulsborne game. Don't get cocky, okay? Everybody does this. They get down to that last little bit of health, and then they get too cocky. And 1, 2, 3.
What's funny, I think we actually have some art of the week by him.
Oh my gosh. Kind of a dumb question, but why is the thumbnail image so low res this week? I told you, man, it came out all pixelated.
Oh no. You know what? It's my fault. What happened was, so Mythos saved it in PNG. and then I had to come back and save it in GIF because, or JPEG rather, because of the size. So I don't know why all of a sudden just not. Why did it change? I don't know. So
that's so weird.
it is.
Yeah, it turned into an 8-bit picture for some reason.
It's ridiculous. Let me look. And it doesn't look. Oh God, yeah, you're right. Wow, it's all like pixelated.
I tried telling him at the beginning of the stream. He goes, "Nah, man, it's you. Just refresh your screen." I'm like, "No, it's on the okay."
one pixelated screen.
Had the same problem with my thumbnail YouTube issues. Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, it's the quality that took a crap because we dropped it down from the PNG to JPEG. So I'll have to figure something out there. All we really have to do is just save it as a JPEG in a different format.
Remember when JPEG was considered the higher res to save in?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I shouldn't say stuff like that.
Why?
Remember when we were watching this in black and white?
I remember we was in Chippendales and we sprang a hammy. Oh, man, we had so much nacho cheese flinging that night.
God. Bloodborne is such a great game for letting off some steam. Yes, you are correct, my brother. I love that game. Even though my friends make fun of me because I never did the Chalice Dungeons or the DLC. Roxas. Nope, I've been shunned from the group.
By the way,
I'm on my own now.
Tell Lily I like her hair.
I'm a loader.
I just noticed it.
Freak likes your hair. Freak likes your hair. All right. So yeah. Anyways, have you guys encountered cheaters in your gaming community? What was the biggest thing you called somebody out? Caught him, red-handed, red freaking handed. Okay, we're talking like so red-handed. He's just hands fresh out of a bag of Doritos.
Like he literally had to get up and walk out because everybody was staring at him all awkwardly and all. So
Freak, we talked about the guy, the quick scooper at the store. We talked about the guy whose rolls were always 2+ for everything, and he always forgot his codex, but he swore it was right. What other can you think of any other cheatings in any of your games?
I mean, back when we were at the store, honestly, there wasn't a whole lot. There was like one or two, but there wasn't a whole lot after that. Mainly because I think I was still kind of new, so I really didn't know if it was just 7th edition, right? So I wasn't sure if that was really how I was supposed to go or not. And I remember that there were some times where some of these interesting protocols on Necrons, they're like, okay, you resin them again. They're coming back to life again. How many times are these guys like, they're not undead? How does this work? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm a newbie, 7th edition. I don't know what I'm doing. So, okay, you might as well. Oh, God, they just killed all my army. Okay, I'm done. I will never play them again.
Just like my town.
Again, and you know what? I'm gonna just put this out there. And there are people that may not fully know or not fully aware of the rules of their army, and that's okay. Their intentions may not be there for to really hurt or cheat or whatever. They just really don't know. It's ignorance versus being malicious. So I don't really. We've got a great group of people that I was able to play with or be around with. So cheating really wasn't too big of an issue. I never really felt comfortable doing pickup games, so I just stuck around playing with people that I felt comfortable, like you and Ethan and and some of the other Lars, some of the good people.
That makes sense. Yeah, I noticed we only really caught the cheating issues when it was like not the regular people that would be at the store for pickup games, but like, hey, there's this person I've never seen at the store before. Usually those kinds of people, and it makes sense because those who are usually usually people who cheat pick up a reputation for it quickly.
Right.
And those are usually the people that have to bounce kind of from store to store.
Right.
So that's been kind of our experience. Like the core group in the store is always amazing.
Yeah.
But the people who like would just walk in, never been there before.
We never see him before. You're like, who's this cat? And you go, hey, how are you doing? And they're like, hey, let's play a game. Okay. Yeah, me against you. All right. Yeah, sure. And then, weird things start happening.
It's crazy. Hobby Corner Kev says deliberately rolling dice into trees and buildings and then declaring them cocked to get free re-rolls.
Oh.
That shit got boring quick. And I imagine, if he did roll them into the trees and stuff like that, that when it was in his favor, a 6, definitely keeping that.
Right.
Oh, it's a 2. No, it's cocked. We gotta get the re-roll. Yeah, we've seen some stuff like that before.
Yeah.
I had just killed a 20-man unit of guard down to 3. I go to the bathroom. I get back. The unit grew back to 13.
Wow.
No. You thought I said there's 3 left alive? No, I said there were 13 left alive.
Yeah. Yep.
Doing the back in my day thing. Teabag says, back in my day, we used to chew and spit glue to stick my metal models together.
Wait, you're not supposed to do that?
Can you imagine? Like, I always thought about this with the old metal models. Can you imagine if somebody just started soldering their metal models together?
What are you doing?
No, they were down to 3, but I have the special reinforcements rule. They get a +10, guys. It's the reinforcements.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think I'm fortunate that I was spared that kind of, that kind of. Because honestly, if I would have known that were happening, or if I would have played somebody that was doing that, then that would have ruined the game for me, and I probably would have never played Warhammer again. So I caught my blessings that it did not happen with me to the point to where I, didn't feel comfortable. So
that happened. Okay, Teabag is this thing that happened. He was just talking about. That same thing happened to us the one time we tried. I'm not going to mention the store, but that Woodland store we only went to one time that was close to our work. Mm-hmm. We only went there one time. Some kid that night, because we went as a group, everybody who used to go to our friendly local store, we were like, you know what, it's not working out at the store. Let's give it a go. Let's try this one here in the Woodlands. And a kid's army was stolen. Right. One of the kids in our group, his army was stolen that night. Man, that kid was so crushed. I think it was Dark Eldar that was stolen. Something.
Dude, we're talking about, hundreds and hundreds of dollars of models, and that's just.
Yeah, he had one of the old school Citadel cases, hard plastic cases, which by itself, is worth like $100. And yeah, he had his whole army in there. He closed up his case, he slid it under the table, he went to the bathroom, came back, his models were gone. Which happened after we left. It's not like we weren't helping watch his stuff, but also that same night, one of us in the group had we were playing against somebody whose army wasn't WYSIWYG, and they were unpainted, and he was trying to do the power play kind of stuff, he had one of his gray army was Blood Angels, and these gray guys over here, they were of course the Malay. And this other gray army was Imperial Fists, and there was nothing to denote the difference. And these guys are doing that, the shenanigans you could do back then with the mortal wounds on the Imperial Fists. Right. And these guys were getting all the Blood Angels damage bonuses and
the Death Star stuff. Yeah.
And we caught him a couple of times flipping over, flip-flopping, no. Those are fists. They're both just get the extra damage this round. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure you said those were Blood Angels. No, man, I called it at the beginning of the game. I swear to God. That was his thing. Man. I swear to God, man. I'm pretty sure that's not what you said. Okay, you know what? Let's start arguing. And then later on, at the beginning of the game, I am positive he said that, okay, they were not WYSIWYG at all. He's like, guys, I didn't have the points for it. So all these bolters or all these guys are actually bolters. That plasma gun's not there or whatever. Like, okay. Later on, he's like, all right, shoot this plasma gun at you. Like, there's no plasma gun there. No, I said I swear to God, I said at the beginning of the game, that's a plasma gun. Then later on, he had a flamethrower. Again, that he didn't have modeled. It was just a bolter. He had said at the beginning of the game, it's a flamethrower. But all of a sudden, he needed some anti-vehicle damage. He's like, no, I said at the beginning of the game, that was a melta. What? No, I swear to God. Like, we didn't even get started the argument yet because we'd already gone through this a couple of times. He went straight into it like, what? No, man, I swear to God, that is a melta gun. I don't think it is. No, it's a multi-melta.
Multi-melta. No, it's a cannon. It's a las cannon. What?
It's just, this guy just had gray figures that he would say was whatever he wanted to be at that moment. Like, what can this unit be right now?
Crazy, man.
And Mythos in a Batman voice. Swear to me. Oh man, most common thing other than dice is the measuring theme, where they always move a couple more inches.
Yeah. I have seen that. I have seen that in standard play, where because it's supposed to be from right edge to edge, right on the bases, and yeah, so they'll take that edge and add maybe a half an inch or quarter of an inch more. It's like every last bit. Like, are you freaking serious? Did you? I'm an ass. I'm just gonna get the damn ruler. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? You can move that back a little bit. I'm not quite. I don't think that's. Yeah, it's a little farther than what you measured out, Papa.
Oh, one funny thing that was not intentional cheating, and I have no idea. I don't even remember who it was benefiting. We were having a night versus night game at my house with me and Freak, and he had forgotten his tape measure. And so I was like, just use one of mine, man. And so we had two tape measures that looked very similar, just different brands. And halfway through the game, we notice that one of the tape measures at the very edge starts the beginning of the measurement, right? The first 18th of an inch or whatever. And the other one has like a gap, a little border that says start. And you measure from that black line that says start. And so one of us, and I don't remember who, and I think we may have been just interchanging the tape measure throughout the night, whoever was closest to which one. But whoever was using the red and black one was getting like an extra, quarter of an inch every movement. We didn't know.
We have the dumb.
Oh my God, yes, I wanted to throat punch him with all those bottles. He kept confusing me. But nothing for me. I mean, just that guy. Anytime that somebody is just like making rules up, I always think of that guy. No, I swear to God, man, he's just so adamant every time. And he had this like I'm being serious look he would put on his face, like, he would like drop all emotion and be like, I swear to God, man. Like, he's just intense, socially awkwardly intense. Like, no, I swear to God, man. All right.
I swear on my grandmother's grave. Yeah. Why? Why do you have to do that? You leave your grandmother out of this. We're just playing a game.
This guy's going to choke me in the parking lot with his shoelaces later on. Just putting my army in the back of my car. All of a sudden, I start getting choked from behind. Like, I told you it was a melting gun. I told you it was a melting gun. I swear to God, man. Oh my God. Night versus night, then Mythos outflanks you to Wolfen and the table flies and no one knows why. Yeah. When my Wolfen one shot his knight, he was not happy.
Nah. That was a tough game. Pretty tough game.
He was so pissed.
Yeah, actually, I just started pulling models out of my box. Oh, you want these two? Here, look, I'm gonna put these on here. Put them on the table. You can kill them too. I know they're not being played right now, but you know what? You're on a roll. Just murder them. Just go ahead. You want a hammer? You want something that you just beat on them so you can smash them to a pulp? Because I'm not going to use them anymore. You just destroyed them. You desiccated them. Just, you know what? Just go ahead. Whatever. Just murder them. Have fun.
I think we caught on camera for that battle report that wolf priest is ruining my, like, completely straight face, super pissed.
You was ruining my
that
life.
Wolf priest is ruining my life. Like, what? And I know you guys let me know down in the comments. You guys have that moment. I know you guys have these moments with your best friends where you want to let them be pissed, but you're trying so hard not to laugh in that moment because they are being extra. I am that guy in our group. I know the group all the time has those moments where they're just dying laughing on the side because I'm being extra. But that was the case with him. I was like trying not to laugh. It's only going to set him off more.
So freaking livid because it was like, and he was smiling. I was like, why? In my head, why are you freaking smiling? Are you happy that you're destroying me? Do you know what this is doing to my psyche? It was. I have a Twitch now. Thank you, Mito. It was pretty funny. I was like, gosh, dog it. So I just literally started pulling out models. Oh, wait, hold on. I got more. I don't think you got enough out of your system yet. Here, look, I got these guys here. You want to murder them too? Just take them. Don't even roll. Just take them. There you go. Put them on your side.
I think the next guys they killed, I think they were like your tacticals or something like that.
Oh yeah, they wiped. Oh my gosh.
But you were like, you know what?
Freaking priest is what really pissed me off.
You killed these guys so hard, you killed them in future games. I can't even take these models anymore. You know what? You killed them in the future. Congrats, man. I was like, he wasn't smiling. He was being so serious. So serious. He's like, I'm not even taking them in the future. You killed them in future games already. How do you feel now? Are you proud of yourself? Like, what?
The level of my sarcasm goes from 0 to 60 in like no time flat. And it's like, oh my gosh, and my mouth just will not shut the hell up. And I'm like, and I wasn't mad at him. I was just mad at the fact that I got my ass handed, by some freaking stupid ratty ass priest that came out of nowhere and say, hey, watch this. Bloop. Tore my ass up. Like, wait a minute. You can't come into my house and kick my freaking, actually it's Mito's house, but kick my freaking knight right in the balls and say, hey, you're dead. I'm like, no, hell no.
It's funny because I made my roll with the Wolfen and he goes, ha, hammers are heavy, so you missed all them rolls. And I said, well, they get to re-roll everything. And he goes, what do you mean they get to re-roll everything? And I pointed to the wolf priest, and I said, well, the wolf priest has an ability that makes them re-roll everything.
Oh, I hated him that day.
He goes,
oh my god.
Wait. Like, but what do you mean re-roll everything? Like ones? And I'm like, no. Like the look just fell on his face. Like,
I thought it was safe. I thought my knight was safe. And then
what do you mean? Like re-roll ones? No, freak. Re-roll everything.
The thing is, his wife was there, kids were there, everybody was just. The thing is, you would think that would be a little awkward or kind of. No, they surrounded the table like, hey, this is entertaining. Watch Uncle Freak lose his freaking mind.
Wait, I'm just trying to. You like when Freak gets so mad to a point, he kind of short circuits. Hey, wait. No, so like I'm just trying to understand. I'm saying this one guy,
You're such an ass.
one guy makes these 5 guys re-roll everything. And by everything, you mean
I was getting clarification.
You mean everything that didn't hit, like all the dice that didn't hit, like. Yeah, Freak. That's what chaplains do, man.
Oh man, I
didn't. Before he reacted, he got the information, and then he does this thing where he kind of gnaws on his knuckle for a minute, like. Like he's trying to think of something to say, but he's just too pissed to say it. Like,
God dang you.
all right, roll it. Like,
actually, it's more like
the pause.
Yep. All right. Go ahead.
The pause and the
ahead.
defeat. All right, roll it.
Yep. Go ahead. This
All
might
right.
as well happen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh no, you forgot to roll those over there. You still left some of those. Do you want to roll the dice that's still in your bag?
Because you get to re-roll everything. Oh man.
Man, the girls were laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, why am I? I'm just gonna.
How called out do you feel now? Odie goes, oh yeah, he did that a lot when we played Atlas.
Damn you! Shut the hell up, Steve.
Oh.
Hey, if you get your ass blasted by those stupid freaking no, I'm not giving that one up. Hell to the no. That's why
Actually,
I went after his ass.
I don't think I've taken the Wolfen in a game since that game because you were so mad. Oh, we got a Wyvern. Morning, my brother.
God.
Hey, Mangy Mutt is more acceptable. Rat is more for 40k Skaven players. You right. I think that hammer smashed that knight's nuts and bolts. Ashley's off for the night. Have a good night. Rest well. I know you probably haven't had to sleep yet.
Yeah, man.
Just in time for more freak saltiness. I'm listening while painting. Steve, my man, good to see you.
Oh my,
Those moments,
those basilisks, dude, screw those basilisks. No, those things, Steve, no, shut up. Hey, let me tell you something. When those things came after me, that was twice in the game that they came after me and just wiped me out, completely handicapped me. That's why that next game that we played, that we got into it, I didn't care if I lost the game. I went straight for those stupid basilisks and I just put in the sink them, just blew them up. Yeah, I was fine. If I wiped the game or got table, I didn't care. I just wanted to take those guys out, and I did. I did it. Through those basilisks. Yeah, saying. You heard me, Atlas. Yeah. Stupid basilisk. Jerks.
Sir Teabag, it says those moments bring you both these moments to look back and laugh, which is such a cool thing. Yeah, the moments like those are definitely memorable moments. I've got my tells too. Freak calls me out on them too.
I have for photographic. I live in the moment, so when it's happening, it gets burned in my freaking head, and so I'm actually living the emotion, not the actual the event, but the actual emotion. I relive it. It's like, my heart rate goes up. Yeah, there it is. Freaking heart rate to 110. So it's like, it's you're reliving the emotion, you're reliving the actual, what happened and what he said and what she said, and you're feeling the actual feeling of hopelessness. It's like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. How am I gonna get out of this freaking mess? Oh, okay, just killed my knight, punched it in the balls by that stupid priest. Okay, take your life. It's insane. It's crazy, but we had a great game. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I hate you, I'll pack my bags and go home. It wasn't like that. It's just, gosh, my luck sucks.
There were some emotional ups and downs on both of us. By the end of that game, the dice were so hot and cold. Like there was no middle ground.
Right. So for Mythos, he gets the melancholy quiet. Like, yeah. Okay. The Mythos, you still have some rolls.
I'm just gonna pull these guys.
Just pull these guys. It was like, no, you got to roll. No, it's okay. Gonna go and go run into the street and see if I get hit by a car.
I'm not that bad.
But the look, it's like, no, dude, seriously. Like we played a game and I think you were playing Atlas or. Yeah, and you, where you landed? No, you were playing me. Was it me when we were playing at Clouds? Anyway, so you landed, you guys. It was your orcs. You landed, you guys, and they were.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah, and then it's like, no, dude, you have the ability to land them within 9 inches. No, I can't. It was like, I mean, it was like the defeat was there. It's like, no, you might as well. No, I'm just gonna go in the backyard and eat dirt. No, you got this right here. And then when finally it dawned on me, I was like, oh, there is some hope.
Oh yeah. After the guys egged me on a little bit, I did measure it out, and I'm like, oh, there is a tiny strip where my guys will fit.
Yep. Yeah, it's salvaged the game. Yeah, because, oh man, but we go back and forth all the freaking time. It's like, because, okay, there's two things that we and I think Mithas and I totally agree on this. We don't want to be tabled. We want a fighting chance. I don't care if I lose. I just don't want to be freaking tabled. I just don't want to be like, okay, so let me roll. All right, freak. Yeah, you lose all your models. It's been a great game. Thanks for coming by. I'm like, what? I didn't even unpack them yet.
Oh yeah, something that I think it's especially like in our 40K group that is sometimes widely misunderstood about me, and this is the reason why I don't like Tau. It's not losing that bothers me. If it's a good close game and I got to do cool stuff, I'll take a loss all day long and be happy about it. It's the feeling of helplessness when it's just one-sided.
Right.
And that helpless feeling is just like, oh, well, it's so demoralizing for me. Like, if I'm able to give roughly as good as I get, that's fine.
Fighting chance. Yeah, absolutely.
Fighting chance, If we're both pulling units off the table and we're both doing cool stuff, I'm having a wonderful time.
We're high-fiving each other, but then if it's completely one-sided. Oh, the game that I had with Atlas with this stupid Death Guard. Oh my God. I won his Poxwalkers and crap. No, I seriously, I was so mad. It was just me and Atlas. We were playing in my garage, and I sent Mythos the picture of my rolls, and then everything that I would kill would just raise right back, and then anything that he would kill would come back as a freaking zombie. So the thing that pissed me off was when he turned Lysander. I'm like, what kind of crap is this? I cannot believe you freaking turned Lysander. You turned him against me. Oh, my stupid sucky rolls. I hate my freaking dice. I was just losing my mind.
Good night, T-Baggins. Great having you here tonight.
Oh my gosh. And Atlas is such a nice guy. He's like one of the nicest guys. He will look at the bright side of a train wreck. Like, freak. You still have about 3 or 4 models over there. You still can do this and this and this, and like, no, you don't get it. You just wiped me. You've got Lysander on your side now. It's like, I'm so mad.
I'm curious to know if anybody in the comments has ever had a figure in their army that they were emotionally attached to like that, like he is with Lysander. If something happens to that character, it makes you feel awful. Curious to know. I'm going to go back and catch up on some comments. I don't think I got to mention to D when he came into the chat and said, yo, but happy early birthday, my brother, here in about an hour and a half. Awesome. Don't worry about Tau. They'll be back, and I'm already working on it. I mentioned earlier, my buddy Ace recently won a tournament with some Tau, and I think people just having to relearn. They can't use the same battle plans that they were using back in 8th edition. And I think, the firepower of the Tau is still very valid. So they just got to learn to adjust that to, the scoring game of 9th edition. But the damage is still very valid. Mentioned Lars, man, you are back, my brother. It's a shame. We already talked about the Primaris Orks stuff. Oh man, you would have been a great orc mind to have a think with, and also D as well. A couple of great orc minds here. We could have had a good chat going. Come play Freak. It's an emotionally scarring time. I'm gonna have to requote that when Freak comes back. You got Mythos back, Freak, when he played his Orcs versus your Fists. Oh yeah, first couple of games of Orcs versus Fists, those Fists came out swinging, and I just died so much faster with the Orcs than I expected. Imperial Knight looking down at a hammer, or looking down, is that a hammer, or are you just happy to see me? Getting tabled sucks. Yep, being tabled is the worst. Lots of agreement here, and I definitely understand that feeling. Yeah, and I definitely don't like the feeling of being tabled. However, I will take being tabled in a close game, than just have it all go one way. A couple of comments for you, Freak. Come play, Freak. It's an emotionally scarring time. Running Bear says you got Mythos back when he played his Orcs versus your Fists. I mentioned, those first couple of games, man, I just got wiped out so quickly with the Orcs. But I definitely feel like I've learned to play them a little better now. Just had to change my strategy. They're definitely not like elite, well-armored space wolves that can just run straight into bullet fire. I was playing a small 500-point game. It got tabled in one turn. I spent more time setting up than actually playing. That actually is why I'm emotionally scarred against the Tau, is because I've had several games where it took longer to take out all my figures from their cases, put them on the table. Then we go through deployment, and I'm setting up the zones and stuff like that, and moving terrain around, stuff like that. And then you finally get to roll the dice, and oh, I got wiped off the table faster than it takes to set this game up. Now I'll go spend longer to put my models back in their cases.
Exactly. They never fit exactly like it took them out.
They never do. It's crazy. I don't mind being tabled. What gets me is when I am tabled and could not have killed a single unit. Oh, that's the worst feeling, is when you're like, how much damage did I even do to... None? No? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, F me, right?
Stay here and get the shellacking.
That's exactly how I'm looking at it. I've never played them and don't understand how they are losing. Same. And I've heard that also from our brother, the Pale Orc, who didn't pick them up until 9th edition. And I think that's going the same way for you as him. Both of you didn't play in 8th edition, so you're not attached to the 8th edition strategies. And both of you are looking at it with fresh eyes and seem to be winning games with them. So getting tables late in the game isn't too bad. I generally never concede games, but will make people table me.
Funny thing about Lars. Lars is another great guy, really nice guy. I have seen a side of him, and not an emotional one. I remember that time we actually did that doubles game. Mythos, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And man, when he knew that he had to take his sisters all the way across the board over that freaking hill just to be able to get to that to the comet.
Yeah.
This guy just. I mean, he could stab you with a smile, and you almost feel okay about it. It's like, oh, you just stabbed me in the spleen. And
he and Atlas are the most positive people to ever play in the game.
But his aggressive style, I mean, he came like a freight train and just started tearing stuff up. I'm like, what is happening? And he's just smiling. Like, in translation. Wow, about to wipe you out. Like, okay.
It's funny because I remember that game, and he started off. We were having it wasn't a 2v2. It was a 3-way game.
3-way, yeah, yes.
And the thing about that is it's hard because of the odd numbers. It's hard to feel like who you're going to focus on first, because you don't want to leave yourself open to the other person, right?
Right.
I remember in that game, Lars came out the gate swinging. He reached across the table, and he's a super tall guy. He can do this. He reached across the table and slapped both of us in the face for killing about 400 or 500 points apiece. Yeah. And then in the end, of course, both of us retaliated. And then he just smiled. He's like, wow, really got focused there, didn't I was like, you slapped both of us. It was funny. It was definitely.
Yeah, we did that.
He's so congenial.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell.
Was Lars at your birthday party with the Ork Army? Yes, that's the guy.
Yep.
With that awesome looking grot mega tank thing.
Yeah, really, really nice guy.
Mythos, everyone but Elston is taller than you. Actually, we found out the last time he was on the show, he's actually an inch taller than me. So I'm 5'5", he's 5'6".
Oh my God.
So even Elston is taller than me.
Oh,
I don't say that very often because you guys give Elstonation so much shit for being short. And I'm like, he's actually an inch taller. So I just, I strategically keep quiet during those conversations.
Hey, you know what, man? He's not at Chippendales. Just think of that, okay?
Odie says he wiped my world eaters with his trikes. I didn't feel too bad that I lost. He is super nice. He really is. He and Atlas, again, are just like the nicest 40K players, I think, in the entire world.
And the cool thing is that he's got so much knowledge. I mean, he'll fill you in on lore or fluff or even the rules. I mean, it's very really cool. So.
My 2-year-old or my 12-year-old is taller than both of you. Mythos, now I know where the squats went. 5'5", damn. I'm not saying you short, but when you got to use a milk crate as a booster seat.
Wow.
See, this is why I don't mention it very often.
That's fired.
Although, if you guys ever catch one of our rare battle reports, you'll see me standing next to Freak, and I look like, when I stand next to him, I have to do this a lot when we're on camera together. I'm going to bring my wolves up there and kick your ass.
And then he does. I'm like, God dang. I can't tell you how hard it is to be like, well, thanks, Mythos. You just freaking table my crap.
In fact, God damn it, Atlas built a brand new gaming table.
Yeah.
I put some pictures in our Discord. He's got a hell of a nice hobby room now, with room for a full-size gaming table that he built himself. Man is a master when it comes to just building shit with his own two hands.
He really is, dude.
But it's a freaking tall-ass table. It's about the size of the ones over at... it's about the size of the ones over at Sid's store. I think maybe just a touch taller.
No.
Admittedly, there was a couple of times where I'm like, could you just, my cavalry, just consolidate them a little bit for me? Like, I can't. Could you? Okay.
Okay, D, I'm going to tell you straight up, man. That is a problem. That has been an issue forever. I'm 5'10", okay? And everybody, even like with Oni, I went to lunch with him, and I swear the lady came up to him, and she's just like, oh, you make him pay for you. Like, what? No, he's a grown-ass man. I ain't paying for his ass. No, you tell your daddy to pay for you. Like, what? What? Not his freaking daddy? Oh, you're old man. Like, what the hell is going on? Look at his beard. He's look like a freaking lumberjack. Like, what the? Oh my gosh, dude, I was losing it. And of course, Oni was just baiting. It's like, oh, it's all right, Pops. You'll be okay. Just eat your food. I'm like, God bless it.
Papa Freak.
It's like, God dog it. Oh my freaking life, man.
Mythos, you're only a foot taller than my 7-year-old Mythos. Oh, thank you.
Wow. What the hell?
It's all good. If I don't give people crap, then they for it. Hey, that's why I always tease. A good friend will let you make it. A great friend will give you some shit for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Freak, you got old itis. It's okay. You should see Commodore. He's almost 20 years younger than me. But he looks old.
He does look ancient. He Commodore actually looks like I wanna just climb up a mountain and get some wisdom from. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, seriously, did you see his freaking beard? Come on. He looks like a freaking guru.
Your Patreon has unsubscribed. Oh, Smash Captain, no. Okay, but can we? I get it's all funny, Wyber. Can we not like rub this in with the rest of the network? Could we not? F you all. There's my wisdom. Also, when you mentioned how tall Commodore is, and how he looks, older, mature, and you mentioned how tall he is, and it says makes me want to climb. I was like, are you saying that you want to climb Commodore like a tree? Like what?
What? No.
Oh.
Where the hell did that come from?
I thought you were about to take this somewhere sensual.
Okay, we can go back and watch the video. I said the mountain, climb a freaking mountain like a guru,
I said,
and get wisdom from
right.
him.
I'm just saying, I thought you were going to take that to climb him like a tree. I thought that's where you're going with that.
We're not at Chippendales, meet. Leave it at Chippendales, not here.
Hey, we don't do that at Chippendales either, right? Because there is no sex in the champagne room.
This is true.
You want the best.
We gotta earn our money one way or another. Just saying. Money don't grow on trees, and if we don't make them disgusted, they won't throw those quarters at us.
You want the best family photo? I tower over all my family. My dad is 5'10". My sister is 5'10". My mom is close to you at 5'5", and me at 6'3".
6'3". Oh my god!
Holy crap!
Wow. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm 5'10". My dad's 5'9". My mom is little. My mom, I think my mom's 5'5". So, my wife is 5'1". She's tiny. Time for the 70s music. Yes.
Oh, we got about 30 minutes. We should probably hit up Art of the Week.
Yeah, Art of the Week.
We're over here talking about climbing giant men like a tree or something.
Here we go. Okay.
Steve is 5'11". I feel like a giant comparison. I'm 6'1". Oh yeah, my brother Cloud is 6'4", and we go back like freaking 20 years now, and that's always been my measuring stick for how much taller than me people are, is that 6'4". Like, it's hard to get people to take you seriously when your best friend standing next to you is 6'4". And you're, Bram is a little taller than me. Yeah, I remember people mentioning that Bram is a giant of a man. All right, so this is some freehand on the shields from Grumpy Guy Gaming.
One image from Grumpy Guy Gaming. All right, dude.
Kev is 6'1". I didn't realize Kev was so tall. Jesus.
A lot of tall people.
I almost said like an idiot. Kev doesn't look like he's 6'1". I mean, when we watch each other's channels, we see head and shoulders. I don't know what I was about to say. But yes, this is very nice freehand. Stands out very nicely on that blue. Looks like my favorite, Caldor Sky, maybe with a little Teclis blue for highlights.
Could be. Definitely, he looks like he's used the. Yeah, definitely used contrast on the two.
But that freehand has highlights in it. Look how small those lines for those griffins would have to be to also have highlights in the center.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see right down the center. Very. Ooh. Whose are these? Are these
It's
Grumpy
also
Sid?
Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Okay. Oh my god.
Here we have
Oh,
four night hunts. Ha ha ha.
God. Uh.
Lars is 5'11" and 3/4. I feel like tall people shouldn't be allowed to use the extra, the leftover after the inch.
Yeah,
You
I
see,
mean,
when you're only 5'5", you could say I'm 5'5" and a half. I feel like that,
right, right. Give it a
Once
little
with
boost.
tall people though, they shouldn't get that benefit of the doubt. I'm
It
just
kind of
saying.
sucks. All they got to do is shrug their shoulders and they grow an inch. You're like, come on.
And those look like the old metal dragon knights. They're so effing tiny,
Hmm.
not just regular tiny. Yes, indeed, they are the old school ones. What's crazy is, Cloud and I used to spar with the kendo a lot. And when you are 5'5" and your brother is 6'4", the reach of the kendo for the person that is 6'4" is just, it's really intimidating to be on the other side of it. It's just like, how the hell am I going to get past all that additional freaking arm? Really, really cool. I love the transition from the grays to the blues here. Yeah. And that worn metal on the scythes just look awesome.
Right.
I love scythes as a weapon in fantasy games and stuff like. I know that functionally, scythes are not a great weapon because the angle of the blade is like off and whatnot. But like, when you see like the pictures of like, dark characters using a scythe as a reaping weapon and stuff like that, always looks cool. Kev wears lifts. Joke's on you, Wybird. I can't afford shoes. That's like Big Show fighting Rey Mysterio. Yes, that's how it feels like trying to get past Cloud's freaking guard at 6'4". Man is a giant, and trying to get past his guard with the kendo is crazy. I really like the ghostly flesh on the arms coming out, and usually I just see the Night Haunt as the grays and the blues, and I think that additional either grays and blues or the grays and the greens, and seeing the splash of color and that spooky hand coming out of that ghostly green, I think really
highlights
really
gorgeous.
Absolutely pops out nicely.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he's been chipping away at the Night Haunt army. He and Elstadation do the army painting. Also, I have some controversial news about my idol. We may bring about later tonight. Which Night Haunt model is that? If you ask me, I'll be lying. It's a Night Haunt.
It's a cool one. Yeah, I agree. That's all I heard here. The cool one.
Actually, Kev could probably tell you because Kev with the Mortal Realms has a growing Night Haunt army. He could probably tell you which of these Night Haunts we're looking at.
And look, he's got tears in the. Oh. Trumpy killed it, man.
And I had to really like stare at it to realize that they were painted in scratches.
Yeah.
I thought they were 3-dimensional scratches at first, which just means it's well done.
Stuff, man. Oh wow. A cool sculpt. It looks like it's literally floating, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, just that extra, the pop of red and the pop of green, it's just.
Yep. Give some change.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Night Haunts are very typically two-tone army,
Right.
And just seeing those extra bits just really helps bring it to life.
The handle on the sky is just incredible. It looks like wood. Like
you know what?
Wood.
Let's get Greg back on the show. He could tell us about that wood. He's an expert with wood. Bring in our resident expert.
Resident wood expert.
Yep. He must be gone for the night. I love that sickle sword combo. I have to say, I used to not be interested
in Night Hunt, but the more I see of these, and particularly watching Kev's content and Grumpy's content with these, like seeing that there are some really awesome models, like a flying, I love cavalry units, right?
Right.
A flying horse cavalry ghost with wings. Like they have some just awesome units. Like look at that pose. That is a badass looking ghosty.
Look how it's coming through the tombstone.
That's what I was just about to say. The fact that its connection point is it's just that 3D element of the ghost, manifesting through the tombstone there. Yeah, it's just really awesome. Well pulled off too. And oh, also we got ghost picks, so that'll be interaction. We'll get extra money at the end of the night. Phasmo. So this is some art submitted by the Commodore.
By Pinturiando Miniatures.
Yep.
Wow.
Love the glow effect.
Jeez.
And again, this is just another one of those things where like one element looks so amazing that like Rob always talks about, the ones where you can keep the longer you stare at it, the more amazing things you can find. But also B, that OSL effect is so good, it almost makes you skip over and not notice the other bits that are really good.
It really looks like a burning imp.
It does.
I can't stop looking at it.
Pale Orc, my man. Good to see you, brother. You'll notice a new logo that we'll look at here in a little bit from the Pale Orc. And he has really revamped the visual aspects of his channel because he's become a Twitch streamer. So I love the worn metal on that axe. It's super pimp. Love the glow effect, obviously. And I think that is a really, really great time to bring up. Again, if you look down in our description below, you'll see a link to our brother, the Pickle Jar. And Pickle Jar has had a month on studying OSL. His monthly focus for April is OSL. He's got some great people in his Discord, on his community, focusing on OSL. And will you go back to that Space Wolf real quick?
Yep.
And he even has a recent episode where it's to work with Judge Gudge, a phenomenal level painter, and who gets to, talk about some OSL. So it's a really good episode. Check it out. I love the wear and tear on the shield there, like the chipping and whatnot that's done, but also little things like the Space Wolf pauldron on the side is a Gray Hunter 30K pauldron. And usually that's monochromatic, but this person has chosen to take that sculpt and do hazard stripes with it. And each of the hazard stripes are highlighted at the top and the bottom to make the stripes more pronounced, giving it a more 3D look. I think it's a subtle thing that's done well, that when you look at how amazingly weathered the axe head is and how amazing that OSL is, it really kind of just blends into the camouflage there because everything else looks so good,
Scratches.
Yeah, absolutely. The scratches, just really great. In that knee pad, I think that's a painted in scratch, but it looks 3D.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. Hobby Crusader.
Hobby Crusader's got another one of these Caradon Overlord ships here, the Sky Pirates of AOS.
So steam.
That is, a lot of people love that faction in Age of Sigmar because it is so steampunky feeling. And steampunk has like its own kind of like cult following,
Right. Right.
I think it's a really cool aesthetic. I'd love to see dwarves done into space wolves. That would be cool. Like, I want to get the Sigmar dwarves to make them into squats. That would be cool. Yeah, beautifully painted. I love it's subtle, but the highlighting on the blue is really nicely done, and it matches perfectly. This person has gone with a very pale kind of gold. It just pairs very nicely.
Okay, so I just noticed something. So the ship, which these ships kind of belong in the water.
Mhm.
But it's kind of funny because he painted an association where the ship's paint is aqua. It's it it's very interesting.
Okay, kind of giving you that same vibe, but in the
Yes,
sky.
absolutely. That is very well. I wonder if that was his intent. I mean, this is
I love the gem effect and all those hatches.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. By Good Orc.
Good orc. And I know as far as Age of Sigmar armies, you think the elves are one of the best looking
They're gorgeous.
factions. And this one is just so well painted. Can definitely see, I mean,
How long?
I'm visually blown away.
How long do you think it took them? Look at the horses. I mean, honestly, the neck highlights on the neck. That's just sick, man.
Like seeing the definition that's gone into painting these horses and how quickly I just crank through like wolf cavalry. I could see now why people are like, oh, I hate painting horses.
Mm-hmm. Look at the hoof. I mean, granular. That's like it's non-metallic paint too. Oh man,
Incredible.
orc.
I
Wow.
agree, Pale Orc, my man. I'd love to see dwarves done into space wolves. Space wolves have the full beards, the runic symbols everywhere, axes and hammers that all screams dwarf.
Oh, okay, this guy's just showing off. Same guy. Good orc.
Yep. Um,
Holy crap.
Gamecraft Dragon says those pale colors and how clean they are, that's crazy good. I agree. And again, you guys know I love seeing texture on feathers in mini painting, and those feathers look so badass. Even in fantasy elves, where even in fantasy like Warhammer Fantasy, elves were great models to paint. Lars says Lumineth looks so awesome, very tempting. They are gorgeous models, my friend. Like, yeah, even these troops right here, spears and sword guys, just look amazing.
Wow.
I think when your standard troop looks this good,
Yeah.
it really says something about a faction. Oh man, I just had like a revelation. If you take their standard troops like these and put like splinter rifles and stuff onto them to use them as stock Eldar troops, that'd be pretty cool. I'm liking where modelers are not putting him on the wing, Teclis, that is, the wizard we were just looking at with the Sphinx. Usually he comes like according to GW instructions, he's like floating on the wing. Gamecraft Dragon says, I'm liking where modelers are not putting him on the wing, but on a stone or something in front of the Sphinx. It looks less awkward. I agree. I think the floating on the wing looks weird. But I know they were going for like a mystical kind of levitation. I think that pose that this modeler's done does look a lot more natural. And most of the AOS line models are very awesome. Have to give credit to GW for that. They are very good sculpts. Agreed. Really, really beautiful work.
I've been noticing
Yeah, I
the
love some
crystals.
Calvary. Oh yeah, and those look like natural made or homemade sprue crystal, like IDICBeer does. He's too easy to break when you model him by the GW design. He does look super fragile when he's balanced on the wing. I agree. And then you got to worry about how am I going to transport him without him breaking and stuff like that. You almost want to do all your games at your house by that point. Again, just brilliant work. I love some cavalry, and these guys just look stunning. Oh, that little wizard there or whatever. It's like really looking awesome.
Archers.
Yeah. Oh, that's super cool. That owl too. I like again. Oh, the little bonsai there. Oh, that's so cool. Again, so much cool stuff. Like some of the details you can easily miss. Look at that owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Eyes. He painted eyes on the.
Yeah. When 40K players want to use AOS models to replace the 40K ones, that says something. I mean, I agree. The Eldar do need some love. Also, I'm kind of that way with Forge World. I do so many things where I've just picked up Forge World stuff to. I'm going to use this as 40K now. I'm going to use this 30K thing as a 40K. I'm going to use this Age of Sigmar thing as 40K. I don't know why I like doing that.
Oh, that's sword.
That sword looks amazing. And that is one of my favorite models from the Lumineth range. That is one of those, we talked about it in look at there in one of the live chats when they first announced that model. Look at the separation between the leg plate and the body.
Right.
That's a hollow suit of armor, but someone's spirit is inhabiting that sort of armor. That sword of armor, that suit of armor. That's cool. Lady D wants to use some AOS models to replace mandrakes for her Drukhari. Nice. And again, once again, even these simple pikemen, they just look so amazing. I wonder how long it took this person to do this army. Although, I don't know, if it's like Elstadation, you could probably crank out this quality. You know, they'll probably be like, I painted this during tea time.
In his freaking sleep, yeah.
Oh. You know how these pros get. Shame one of the Kickstarters for printable Eldar got a cease and desist from GW earlier this week. Cat Rabbit Scale Model Studio. Lumineth are broken, but still super pretty. Interesting. This chameleon, or whatever it is, looks amazing. Nice, vibrant tones. I love the frog just strapped to it with the expression on his face, like
your lunch later.
this is like
pretty disturbed, man.
Yeah, disturbed resignation. Like there is expression painted onto that face. A chameleon skink. Nice. Well, if there's one thing I can say about this paint job is that it's really good. I don't think this skinks at all.
Oh my god. Definitely deserves boo. Ugh.
Sort of the new models for Underworlds. Nice. Speaking of new models for Underworlds, Commodore sent me. I'm not showing it for some reason. Commodore sent me some vampire pics earlier this week. He got the brand new Underworld vampires, and God, his vampires looking so badass so far. The frog is the quiver for fresh poison. Interesting. Those eyes are like staring at you, man. Those eyes are actually well done.
All right, we were talking about OSL, weren't we?
We were, and the glow on this mother trucker definitely has like a green, like necrotic kind of energy going on here.
It reminds me of World of Craft, the Fell.
The fell energies.
Yeah.
Damn it, Cummy. Why did you not post the vampires?
El Miniaturista.
Very cool. Again, I'm not really into like Chaos Knights, but this one is so well done. The stripes, I love that even the stripes have shading and highlights, you know, the weathering on the metals, again, that fell energy glow. It really looks like it's glowing. It doesn't look like it's painted in at all.
Right.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Kami. So well done. The OSL, like getting the source from the mouth, having a different set of lighting than the rune above the head, the one from the gun, and then the one from below where the terrain is. I mean, like has a clear sense of light direction from multiple sources. So well done. Good night, Steve, and hello, Brian. The mini war mutt. Absolutely. Brilliant work.
this Banshee.
So Commodore said specifically this was to upset you again. So let's all start our paintbrush bonfire again tonight. Look at the reflection in that spear.
This all non-metallic. That just. That's just
Painted a lovely face, lovely skin tones.
gorgeous.
That blonde hair is very convincing.
Gorgeous.
The green scales on that dino and the way that this whole piece is kind of reflecting that red light.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, even the weapon. It's like,
yeah. Love that. I mean, first of all, love the design of this piece.
yeah. It's a
but also the
quality.
paint job is phenomenal.
Absolutely. Oh man. All right. So this is Pale Orcs' new digs now.
Yes. So that's his new logo. You'll notice he is a famous Twitch streamer now, and he's also a affiliate with Gear Guts Mech Shop now, which is massive. Big congrats to our brother, the Pale Orc.
So cool.
Well deserved, my brother.
Absolutely. He's
Awesome
been working
stuff.
hard, man. Hard to do it.
He has, and I popped into his first Twitch live stream. Unfortunately, the others were at a time where I couldn't get away from work or whatever. But yeah, his streams so far are like extremely visually on point.
Very nice.
Dude is killing it.
I'm happy for him, man. He definitely good people.
Red Beard Boss, what's up, my man? This is why I don't OSL. Easier to stab myself in the eye with a sharpened brush, less painful or frustrating. Yeah, it can be tough, man. Winnie Warma is drunk with Zombicide right now. Been on a hardcore Zombicide kick. Nice. I hear it's really fun as far as gameplay goes, and all their expansions do look really cool. The one with the ones that looks like Space Marine armor is my favorite I've seen so far. So this is another badass conversion by Spud. And he did this one. He had like half a plan when he went in, but like the chat just kept giving him suggestions. And this is for his Inquisitor 28 project. But I mean, I love the look of that big hulking looking orc with these big ass beat sticks. But then also the grot on top with the shoulder cannon is just super cool. I think it could be a badass war boss too myself. You got the melee weapons. The grot on top could be one of the custom shooters. I think it'd be cool. Mini Warman, I have no one to play with, and my old group never played anything but 30K or 40K. Oh, and he has the Black Plague one. We should play sometime. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be down to play some Zombicide. Another great conversion for his Inquisitor 28 crew. Super cool. I love the AdMech face on that. Really gives it, that tech priest kind of vibe, but then also the pistol and, dagger there. Gives it almost, I don't know if you know, but the AdMech have their own assassins in the lore. And this definitely has like a tech assassin kind of feel. Really cool kit bashes by Spud. Spud's a conversion beast, man.
Yeah, he is.
My brother, the Pickle Jar, I mentioned earlier that if you go over to his Discord and his YouTube channel, he is doing a month focus for April on OSL. Every Saturday, he's had a little workshop with his viewers on how to do, on OSL. And he's had on a few experts like legendary painter Judge Gudge. And yeah, this is one of the pirates he's tried some OSL with. And I like the ghostly glow. This is I want to say a Mantic model. Be honest with you, I don't know where this range of models is from, but it really gives me a kind of a Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh wait, probably maybe it says there.
No,
Bjorn White Wolf Warplock. It's a Warplock miniature. Yeah. So yeah, so it's a miniature from Warplock Miniatures, and it really has like a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of feel.
Wow.
There's another one he's painted up recently, and this is one of my absolute favorite sculpts from the Kickstarter that I've been ranting and raving about for a year now. Pagan Miniatures, the best Viking and werewolf miniatures on the interwebs. And Pickle got a little early access to paint some up, and she came out looking stunning.
Gorgeous.
Stunning. I can't wait. And they started shipping out in the last week or so. They started shipping out their pledge orders. So I'm hoping sometime soon I get my Pagan Minis, and it will be on like Donkey Kong for some Pagan miniatures. And I'm super hyped about that. Super hyped about that. Also, Elstonation has been working on his own Godzilla. And if this one's 3D printed, you can see its built-in section there. Wow, that's a badass. And of course, he's got for scale there some Space Marines.
Right. That's incredible.
Go, 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 Godzilla. I'm telling Adam you called them werewolves. Hey, he knows. I've been calling them werewolves since our very first shout out. I know that they're not exactly werewolves. They're werewolves. He knows. He knows. He sees the show sometimes.
Oni.
This is an incredible painter who has been into the Blood Bowls lately. Our brother Oni got his, I think this is the BlackRock orc team, right? I love some orcs, and I'm going to be honest, his highlighting on the faces and the horns and stuff like that. Oni's got some badass looking orcs.
Yeah, he does.
These make my orcs look like child's play. I feel like I need to kind of hide them to the side. Look at how good these orcs came out.
Dude, he's wow.
Man, I can't have you coming on my channel and showing me up on orcs. Gosh, I'm just kidding. We extremely, it's not hard to show this channel, especially when we do Art of the Week.
Yeah, just paint something with crayons and you just outdid this. All right, thanks. I feel stupid now.
I'm just like, outpainted you. I had my eyes closed for that one. God damn it.
I love the Bane masks. Oh, so
yeah, those are super cool.
Dang it, dude! So much depth, great muscle tone. I
didn't realize. I knew I wanted the orcs from the set because they look badass. I didn't realize how cool the grots were from the set. Like, I mean, grots are kind of inconsequential, anyways. I kind of want to put stick a gun in their hand and just put them with my regular grots.
All right. Yeah, run amok. Go.
Yeah. Nobody ever looks at individual grots anyways. They just look at the mob of like 10 or 20 of them.
Oh, man.
Gosh, the highlights on these faces, man.
These are skins, dude, man.
Goblins, not grots. Functionally the same. Functionally the same. We've got the Commodore of Dorne. Now, y'all don't go looking for the Nightly Gamer anymore. This is for the Commodore of Dorne. It was also our Commodore. They're the same person. This confused me at first.
This is
And this is Kami.
good work.
Yeah, amazing work. I love the dinosaur skin and scales and whatnot. Freak, I need a ride from the airport. You don't want to come to Texas. I want one of those, but I don't want to paint it. See, I'm the other way. I want a Maw Crusher so bad just to paint it. I want to use the black orcs from the Blood Bowl for my orc art. Same. They just look so great. Oy vey, everything went wrong on stream tonight. I mean, at the beginning, what happened now?
Right? What happened? What do we do?
Really. And I love that the rider is vibrant blue in contrast to the vibrant red of the
of the head just hanging out. Like
I
like
just noticed that when you zoomed in, like what?
He's screaming.
I hated painting the Maw Crusher after I was done with it. I'm sorry, man.
This looks.
Oh, on your stream. That's right. You do have a story time with Shameless. I'm sorry it didn't go well tonight, man. Grinding Bear wants to go to Texas. He so wants out of California. Well, come on, man.
Come on, Clayton. Oh.
I actually used the Frosted Fist coffee mug, and believe it or not, when I took a sip of my coffee, I grew wings like Red Bull.
I see. I knew it.
Oni highlighted every scale manually. Oh, well, see, yeah, I can understand. I can understand hating it after that. That sounds like a grueling process. Dude, look, and again, this is just a beginning, work in progress. Look
Very
how
nice.
vibrant the reds are, though. And he's got like the purplish in the recesses, and it just looks so good. Like once he cuts in all the details and stuff like that, this is going to be a great piece.
I want vibe. I want vibe.
Oh no. Shameless did some masking for hazard stripes. Now he has yellow and bare plastic hazard stripes.
No.
Just leave it there and call it half painted. We should all go to Texas. It snowed here earlier this week.
Okay.
Come on down, baby.
Right. Oh, boy.
Hey, I think Brian just called us a couple of cows.
My sleepy cow.
All right. Hey, we only went over by 7 minutes.
Dude,
we got here in the end,
freaking great timing, man.
which we got off the rails so many times tonight.
Nah, we didn't. I don't recall that, Nethos. Remember?
So many times. There were helicopters.
I remember
and
the
splashing
helicopter.
hot cheese.
That's great.
I like moo cow. Damn
Wow,
good
dude.
eating. Don't threaten me with a good time because I like steak.
Get your fat ass up.
I want to be like Otis from WWE and be body by steak. All right, guys. So, we talked a little bit about, the situation about cheating in 40K at the top tables. We talked a little bit about cheating that has taken place in our local experience and some of the experiences that you guys have had, and how some of you had addressed it. So that was kind of cool to talk about. And then, of course, we talked. And then before that, we talked a little bit about the new Primaris Orks and how, the range could possibly be going the way of Primaris, where they're doing new sculpts for orcs, and it may be the trend of the Primaris where they're not getting the exact same units, but similar, slightly better units for those roles to entice people who already have 5 million points of orcs to get buy into Primaris, just like everyone that is eventually rolling around into buying Primaris Marines. We've got the Snagga boys, and we got orc boys. We got the Snagga riders, and of course orc bikers. That orc bikers have definitely been out of favor for a while. We have the Snagga doc in addition to the Pain Boy doc. So we're getting a lot of the similar but different stuff.
Right.
So there's could be a whole lot of potential cool stuff coming. The other thing, Freak, I don't know if you remember, but here is our coupon.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a touch of a sponsorship from one of our friends who are doing an Etsy store now. And so if you want some 3D printed busts or some of the other things he's got on his site here, you can definitely shop here. And our brother Oni will hook you up, and not only will he hook you up, but also if you get it through this link, there's a little bit of this link acts as a coupon and give you a little bit off. And I totally almost pasted in the wrong link. I almost linked you guys to the show that you guys are already watching. So that's a thing. Let me get the right link now.
So cool.
All right, I'm posting in the chat now, guys. So we're gonna take a look at it now, but here's a little link for you. So if you want to get a bust or something from our brother Oni, you can get it at a little bit of a discount. You can see right here, it says at the top, coupon code from Frost and Fist has been plugged in. So, you get you a little discount when you shop at our brother Oni. So check it out. He's got some really, really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, these are neat.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah, check it out, guys.
What? Oh wow. Wow.
Does he ship to APO?
Where's Apo at?
APO. That one is a super cool. I love that warrior and mage diorama, and actually saw a review where somebody got it for, I think, their husband's birthday, and it came out absolutely brilliantly. And both the wife and the husband that received that diorama were just blown away.
Mythos. You know what these are?
They're prime general busts.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he told me about this. There's this is freaking Dorn. Oh my god. Bloody freaking hell.
So yeah.
Oh, look at this.
I definitely want a couple of those.
Ah, my
prime general busts.
Oh, I gotta get me one. I gotta get me this guy.
At some point, we need to do a channel project where we each paint up a bust.
I'm so down with that. I would do this. I would so freaking do this. Oh my gosh, I want this.
Yeah, let's get caught up on our. Well, first let's get caught up on our Patreon backlog.
Yep.
And then that'll be the next thing we do for the channel.
Oh, we got to do this. All right. Wow. That's freaking sweet.
So yeah,
very cool,
guys,
man.
definitely check it out. Such cool stuff. I also like that angel there. Super cool. I mean, I haven't seen anything on the store. I'm not blown away by it. Looks awesome. A couple of those look like they give Mythos PTSD.
Oh, the fish.
Oh man. Awesome stuff, guys. We're so hyped. And like I said, if you use our link, which again we'll post up, and we're gonna start. We wanted to introduce it at the end of tonight's video, so it's gonna be here. But going forward, we're gonna throw it in the description of our videos, and you'll have access every time we post up a video. So definitely, like I said, use the little coupon, get it slightly cheaper. You know, always hurts to save some cash ola.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, guys. Freak, any closing thoughts, my brother?
No, man. Really good good stream as always. We've got a good group. You know, and I think we've got a lot more really great ideas for our next Chippendales outing. And yeah, I'm thinking instead of the cheese.
Helicopter D.
Yeah. You know, here. You know, that's but yeah, no, man. Maybe instead of the cheese, maybe we can do sour cream. I might. Yeah.
Too late. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Despite our talk about nacho cheese helicopters, we really appreciate you watching, guys.
It's like a sprinkler, you know.
A chat with you is our favorite day to kick off the week. I'm going to remind everyone again that we are not doing any an after party hangout tonight. There won't be any hobbying tonight from us. Again, you know, y'all feel free to hang out, do your thing, show us some pics. I'd love to see your work if you do some hobbying. And guys, we really appreciate it having you along with us tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, and especially if you're watching from the archives, feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous nacho cheese related conversations, or maybe some of our more serious hobby conversations about Primaris Orks or cheating in the hobby and the tabletop. If you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, or any of our amazing Chilling Network brothers down below, then Freak and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys. Stay frosty.
You're a sick man, Brian. You're a sick man.
I don't think he knows.